So, there is great news in Solana land as a PayPal executive speaks out. We know that PYUSD was on Ethereum. They need it for liquidity. It's still the most popular smart contract platform out there, but that might be changing soon because he came out and explained why he had to launch it on Solana because of Ethereum's deficiencies. So, good news in a Solana land. Bad news in Ethereum land. This could end up being like USDT, where most of the transactions go through Tron instead of Ethereum. So essentially, the PayPal executive names the Solana's technical advances as one key reason PYUSD was deployed on Solana, and now it's competing with Ethereum for PYUSD volume. And because of the faster transaction speed and the lower fees on Solana, most of it might go through Solana. Of course, Solana is working on Firedancer, which shall release next year and hopefully fix a lot of the problems on Solana. So Jose Fernandez, head of CBDC at PayPal Holdings, has revealed why the payment company launched the PYUSD stablecoin on Solana, even though it was already on Ethereum because the Ethereum network was just not good enough. He said Ethereum is not the best payment solution for payments, and I guess Solana is better. He clarified that Solana offers top features, including token extensions and lower costs, making it a perfect fit. So low cost, fast extensions, token extensions, and all these features. Of course, it just being costing less per transaction at Ethereum is why it's a really good fit. So Solana can process 1,000 transactions per second. Obviously, some people are saying 50 TPS, but we're going to go with 1,000 transactions per second because it's way faster than Ethereum still, ideal for mainstream adoption. Blockchain analytics firm Artemis even pointed out that Solana has emerged as a leading blockchain for running tokenized transactions. The proof-of-stake protocol is ideal for PYUSD as it continues to gain traction in payments and settlement businesses. So they need a much faster chain that's programmable for smart contracts, and they're choosing Solana, which actually makes perfect sense. To a large extent, Solana is recognized for processing transactions at higher speeds and lower costs than Ethereum, like every other blockchain out there. Even though they both utilize proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, this efficiency makes it more appealing to users who are in search of faster transactions with minimal fees. And everyone is in search of faster transactions with minimal fees. There is a rate where it's like, hey, it's good enough, people stop caring about like how fast you are, but Ethereum is still far from that point, and Solana is at that point. When you have transaction speeds of whether it's like 2 seconds or 3 seconds, and then like it's whether 0.0002 cents or 0.0003 cents, then people stop caring so much, especially retail users. But when you have several dollars per transaction and it taking several hours, then people really care and they will choose another chain. And this is another example of that. And I think this is why something will eventually flip Ethereum. Not anytime soon, but eventually. During Consensus 2024 in May, PayPal revealed PYUSD's availability on the Solana blockchain. The firm saw it as a viable avenue to provide users with multiple blockchain options, allowing for increased flexibility and control. It was also a strategy to expand its business offerings and deepen its presence within the crypto ecosystem. At the same time, Shiraz Shir, GM of payments at Solana, noted, the Solana network's speed and scalability make it the ideal blockchain for new payment solutions that are accessible, cost-effective, and instantaneous. So very, very good for Solana. Following PYUSD's launch on Solana blockchain, the stablecoin has gained more massive adoption. And of course, it's going to ramp up. Once again, Solana, Ton, and maybe one other blockchain. It is actually going to be the crux, I think, of POS adoption because of the features it has. Of course, Solana has its dexes like Jupiter, Orca, Radium, and others. And BitGet has announced that it added support for PayPal's PYUSD on the Solana blockchain. So I do think it is one of the blockchains, along with Ton, that's going to challenge Ethereum because Ton has that giant user base that they're drawing off of. And Solana has PYUSD integration plus all the DeFi protocols they already have. And the fact that both of them are faster and more efficient than Ethereum gives them a credible threat to Ethereum. And of course, the PYUSD on Solana has continued to experience a rapid increase in the actual amount locked. In July, DeFi Llama revealed that Solana-based PYUSD stablecoins saw a 230% increase in their total circulating supply in 30 days. So by August, Solana has successfully overtaken Ethereum in PYUSD volume, according to Dune Analytics data. Solana PYUSD was around 377 million, whereas Ethereum USD was only at 356 million. And I think that gap will only serve to increase as time goes on, and people realize how much Solana is superior to Ethereum in terms of speed and efficiency. So good news for Solana, bad news for Ethereum. Everyone's migrating towards Solana PYUSD and away from Ethereum PYUSD, and an exec comes out and explains why that is the case. Ethereum Foundation has continued to sell off Ethereum. That's not very good for Ethereum users. In fact, they sold no matter what the price. In September, they sold 950 Ethereum for $2.27 million. The recent sale included 300 Ethereum for $760,000 as prices surge. It looks like they're selling off Ethereum, just like the Ripple team is selling off XRP. So it continues to sell off regardless of the price. In September, the Ethereum Foundation sold 950 Ethereum, which is equivalent to $2.27 million. That obviously has an effect on the price of Ethereum as it continued to tank, at least up until the last few days. However, this comprised the recent sale of 300 Ether for 763,000 DAI at a price of 2,392, with sales occurring in 4 to 7 days. So they have recurring sales of Ethereum from the foundation. Not really sure how much they believe in the project anymore with the rise of other blockchains. On the 6th of September, the foundation managed to sell 100 Ethereum for $226,868. This raised the total Ethereum sold in the last 3 weeks to 650 Ethereum, equivalent to $15 million. The Ethereum Foundation has been providing weekly reports for Ethereum sales, which stands at 950 Ethereum in September. So I think that had a role to play when Ethereum tanked to like $2,300. Obviously, the positive sentiment in the market has actually gotten it up $200, but still, you don't really want to see your foundation selling off so much Ethereum. The perception about Ethereum is still negative, with about 78% of community having a bearish sentiment. Obviously, Ethereum has reached almost an all-time low versus Bitcoin, and that ratio is getting a lot of people to be bearish. Less than a quarter of voters remain optimistic, and only 22% remain bullish. Obviously, that has a lot to do with the Bitcoin ratio, like I just said, but they also are probably bearish because the Ethereum ETF didn't really do all that much to push up price. To date, the foundation has around 3,000 Ethereum sales from millions of stablecoins such as DAI. These regular sales seem to undermine the confidence that the foundation has regarding the future price of Ethereum. Obviously, Ethereum has more and more competitors. I'm still bullish about Ethereum, like $10,000, but it is a little shaky right now because it looks like other competitors like Solana, like Ton, are going to start eating into the market share of Ethereum. So yeah, I mean, that's just really something that Ethereum has to deal with. Ethereum users have to deal with. I would actually go into other projects that I think have a better trajectory, that are more efficient, that are faster than Ethereum, because people are starting to realize that Ethereum is just not the best blockchain to actually make projects on. In another big news, Satoshi era wallets have actually become active. They only contain $16 million in Bitcoin, but the big thing is they've woken up after 15 years of dormancy. And we don't really know if they belong to the same person. Some people are saying it is Satoshi Nakamoto himself. Other people are saying it is Hal Finney. We don't really know, and people are just guessing. So there was about 250 Bitcoin from the early days of Bitcoin, known as the Satoshi era, that were transferred on Friday in 5 separate transactions, each moving 50 Bitcoin to new wallets with a total value close to $13 million. As of press time, there hasn't been any movement from new wallets to crypto exchanges. This movement adds to previous instances where dormant Bitcoin from the Satoshi era, including significant transactions in July and December last year, so people are getting nervous. I don't think there's really that much of a reason to get nervous. Could just be another person that was like really early on in the project. The Satoshi wallets themselves have not been moved, so there is no reason for panic. Hundreds of Bitcoin acquired by mining them during network's early stages were moved on Friday, joining rare instances where Bitcoin from the so-called Satoshi era have been active. Satoshi era refers commonly to the period when Bitcoin pseudonymous creator Satoshi Nakamoto was active on online forums from late 2009 to 2011. But this was even earlier than that, because I think the Bitcoin network launched like on January 9th, 2009 or something, and this was from January 31st, February 2nd, 2009, the very first month that Bitcoin came into motion. So it could have been Satoshi or someone that was very, very close to Satoshi. Over 250 Bitcoin from that period, worth nearly 16 million at current prices, were moved within an hour during the European morning hours. On-chain tracker whale alerts flagged on X, and you can see them on Twitter. We don't know if they become to the same person, and they've been activated after 15.7 years, according to whale-alert.io. This is one of several. In July 2023, a wallet dormant for 11 years transferred $30 million worth of the asset to other wallets, but none of them have actually transferred to exchanges in order to sell. So people don't really need to get nervous about that. Just like last year, over 1,000 Bitcoin were sent to crypto exchanges where they were likely sold off, marking one of the largest amounts from the Satoshi era move to exchanges, but the ones this year have not been sold off. Obviously, if Satoshi started selling off his Bitcoin, there would indeed be massive panic. But right now, this is not Satoshi. This is just someone maybe people are saying maybe it's like Adam Back or so on. But I don't know if I really believe that. Obviously, there's more than one person in the early era of Satoshi. The Bitcoin mining got out pretty fast, and there were probably just a lot of really, really early adopters that actually were mining Bitcoin at that time. So it's not necessarily Satoshi and his team. Of course, Hal Finney is in cryogenic suspension. He's not coming out soon. He can't really be revived. We don't have the technology to revive him as of yet, and I don't know if we ever will have the technology to revive him. So I think his keys would have been lost. Maybe it's his wife, family members. Maybe he did pass them on. We don't know. It's just a lot of speculation right now, but I wouldn't think too much of it. And of course, the Indian Supreme Court has partially, not wholly, partially recovered its accounts after an XRP group hacked it to promote XRP. And they did issue a warning to people that access the website. So XRP scammers hacked the Indian Supreme Court of India's YouTube account. Although it was recovered, it lost its subscriber base. YouTube is still working with the account to get everything back. The Supreme Court of India regained control of its official YouTube account shortly after it was hijacked by cryptocurrency scammers selling fake XRP investments. On September 20th, the Supreme Court of India's YouTube account was used to broadcast a live stream video about fake XRP investments featuring Ripple Labs CEO Brad Garlinghouse. The hackers rebranded the channel to resemble Ripple and deleted all previously uploaded content. And of course, the streaming platform took down, meaning YouTube, took down compromised YouTube account on the same day it was hacked. And of course, the Supreme Court issued a public notice about the incident, stating this is to inform all concerned that YouTube channel of Supreme Court India has been taken down. Obviously, they wanted to run one of those, send me one XRP and I'll give you 2 XRP scams back. So you should be wary of that. And of course, the notice says, this is to inform all concerned that YouTube channel of Supreme Court of India has been taken down. The services on YouTube channel of the Supreme Court of India will be resumed shortly. In the follow-up update to the same day, the Indian Supreme Court announced that its YouTube account had been successfully recovered from XRP hackers. However, further investigation by Cointelegraph revealed that YouTube could not recover the channel's original subscriber base of over 217,000 followers and video uploads. So the videos are down. YouTube should be able to revive that, and they are continuing to work with the Indian Supreme Court on reviving YouTube videos. So the hackers are getting more and more brazen. They are very much desperate to promote their scams, regardless if it's XRP or other coins. They know the coin values are actually going to go up, and they're really trying to scam more people. So people need to be careful. They're now attacking official sites. I mean, they've always been attacking official sites, but they're becoming more and more successful. I'm not really sure what methods they are using. So if you are an influencer, please 2FA your accounts and basically tell your mobile provider to not fall for social engineering tactics, because I have a feeling that's how they're basically engineering these accounts. 2FA on basically everything, and don't forget the security. Obviously, you have basically deep fakes and also like, accounts getting hacked. And of course, during Apple's iPhone 16 launch in September, YouTube was flooded with live streams and deepfakes featuring Apple CEO Tim Cook. So there's many, many ways that these hackers are actually getting at people. And now they've gone brazen enough and hacked the Indian Supreme Court. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.